Hey guys, welcome back. We have some huge news about the summer 2022 wave, which at this point I'm going to start calling the season 16 wave because by all accounts it seems this is going to be a show based off of the Ninjago season that comes out this year. But basically Promo Bricks has published a list of information about these sets, and it has huge implications about the characters and the plot of the season itself. So let's take a look. The first one, and definitely the most uninteresting, is the 4+ Dragon Temple. Not only is this a junior set, but also this is a core set, which I'm not saying is inherently bad, but the other sets in this wave will definitely be more interesting. It has Kai and Zayn in their core suits, as well as 2 core snakes. And for the snakes, there's a familiar 4+ motorbike, whatever that means, and the Ninja Dragon that is similar to Kai's other junior fire dragon, but the wings are made of a single piece, and the upper half of the dragon is light blue. So maybe one of these dragons that appears in the core suits. The temple is pretty minimalistic and has a dragon sword, and next to the temple there's a nest with a tree and egg. So yeah, this set, not too much here that stands out to me. But now it gets more interesting with the J Gold Dragon Motorbike, the first and smallest of the Season 16 wave. This bike looks to be pretty gold with some blue elements, so really going all out on this gold theme for this wave. It's smaller than previous bikes, but Jay comes in a special suit with winged armor, and this is something that we're going to see in the other set descriptions as well, that these Season 16 suits are going to have winged armor, which I think is really cool. Also reminiscent of Chiba's 3rd season. Moving on, the wings are similar to the new wings from the EVO sets. Not sure what this means. And in addition to Jay and a motorbike, the set also contains one of the new Crystal Samurai and a small black turret. And this is where it starts to get really interesting. So the Cold Dragon Racer fits into the typical 40-year range of Ninjago sets. Not possible to say what functions it has. Gold parts are the rear hubcaps, tail blades, and hood, and it seems like most of it is black, but there are new golden parts at the rear. The minifigures is really the highlight here. Cole and Kai appear to come in their suits, as well as the Crystal Samurai, but get this, Asphira appears in a crystal version, with pink fire in black and crystal armor, and a new transparent crystal sword. So what I think really the big takeaway from this wave is that the old villains are coming back new and improved in this crystal version. And we're going to see this several other times in this set wave, with old villains returning, except in this crystal form. But that is really cool. I would love to see Asphira back, but just hopefully better because she wasn't that great in Season 11. Next up is Zayn's Gold Dragon Jet. Resembles the silhouette of Jay's Season 1 jet. 2 large blades protrude from the side of the jet, and the tip is a new part. This is mostly white, but some gold detailing, and there's a transparent blue cockpit and tilted shuriken pattern on the wings, and those are the only shades of blue. And then again, the minifigure is very interesting. Zayn and Cole in their armor, but then they refer to the Skull and Crossbones Magician in a new black suit with pink crystal armor. That to me definitely seems like the Skull Sorcerer. It all just makes sense. Skull and Crossbones Magician. So yeah, I think definitely the Skull Sorcerer is going to be back in this wave and in this season. Cole has his scythe from the Epic Battle sets, and the Skull Magician comes with a longer scythe. Very interesting. And then there's Kai's Gold Dragon Raider, at first glance reminiscent of Batman's Nightcrawler, and 2 long arms hold the narrow front wheels, and the rear, wider wheels are attached closer to the vehicle. A lot of gold elements still, like new blades. This set comes with 4 samurai, that's a lot, as well as a Kai minifigure and Zayn's winged armor with throwing stars. Next up is the Ultra Gold Dragon, which this title is pretty self-explanatory. It just sounds like the Ultra Dragon, but in gold. It has 4 heads, but without cloth or plastic wings. Instead, the new wings are built with new blades, as are the 4 golden heads built with new parts, just in different combinations. Colors, well, really just gold with white stones on the underside. A lot of minifigures though, 9 minifigures, Lloyd in a new golden form, and then the 4 original ninja, plus 3 villains, and a new 4-armed antagonist. This has some people thinking it could be Garbnut, but it sounds like it's going to be a new 4-armed antagonist. So I'd say probably it's not going to be Garbnut, but I think later on we might be seeing a minifigure that appears to be Garbnut. Anyways, next up, last off for the vehicles is Nia Samurai X Mech. This is not pixels, but Nia, so really every single ninja gets a vehicle here. That's kind of cool. And the main color is azure with black legs and arms, obviously a lot of gold details. There's a big red X on the chest and two windshields from the Seabound sets, which have now been used in black for the legs. Not quite sure what this means. And new golden blades being used as swords. As an enemy, there's a small dragon which is similar to Uragami. Maybe this could be Uragami, maybe this is just similar. Two large pink crystals protrude from his arms. And included in the set are two other crystal samurai, Nia, two previously unknown figures. And then, get this, Pythor with the red armor. So Pythor is back. It appears Pythor is finally going to be back for this wave, which is awesome. Definitely a fan favorite character who many fans have really wanted to return. And then the unknown characters could just be Wu and Scott. Actually, though, we have another vehicle, this one for the villains. And this is really cool because it's not a classic mech, but rather some sort of a centaur mech, hybrid of horse and human. The Crystal King is mostly black, but there are some details in purple and gold. Golden armor on the belly, so I think definitely some people are going to think this is the Overlord. Yeah, that theory is probably going to be back. Great. The Crystal King has a long lance with a new crystal tip. A lot of interesting figures. Yeah, there's a new minifigure of Harumi with two red katanas and a new Lloyd minifigure with hair and cape. Two crystal samurai and probably another minifigure. So yeah, Harumi's back. That's a pretty big bombshell here. Maybe they're just bringing her back to life. Maybe this is some sort of alternate Harumi like we saw in Prime Empire. But I'm not quite sure what to think because I think Harumi's conclusion was great. If they can pull this off in a good way, then obviously that's fine. But hopefully this doesn't ruin her great conclusion in Season 9. Season 12 did a great job of bringing her back, but leaving that conclusion untouched. So we'll just have to see. Last but not least is the Temple of the Crystal King, consisting of 4 buildings. And it seems like these 4 different buildings are going to be very different from each other. The smallest has 3 small floating stones, which are attached to a plate with a rod. Not quite sure what that means. The second structure has 2 spiral staircases that have a small altar with a golden throwing star. The third is slightly larger and has another longer staircase with another altar and a larger stalactite-shaped rock. And the fourth is the largest. That's all it says. 3 large crystals protrude from the rock. But the highlight of this temple might be the prison. Interesting. It seems like a hanging prison on the side of the rock. And Kai, Cole, and Zayn are in the set, while there may be another character in the cell. 2 antagonists, a previously unknown character, and a black figure with 4 arms and pink crystal swords. So yeah, that could definitely be Garbnod, black, 4 arms. I would not be surprised if this is Garbnod. But yeah, that is about all for a look. Previously, in the last video I made about this subject, I was like, you know what, this information is too vague. I'm not really sure what to think. But this sounds awesome. This wave sounds really good to me. Not really because of the sets, but because of the minifigures, because of the prospect of so many returning villains. That to me sounds great. That they could be doing this Day of the Departed 2 just better. You know, in a new and improved sense with these villains returning, but in a crystal form. So yeah, this wave sounds awesome. We are really in for a treat for Season 16. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone and everyone you know. Share your thoughts on this wave down below, and I'll see you guys next time.